So if you're going to come south and go to any of the islands, highly recommend Koh Tao. Highly recommend Koh Tao. Arriving to Koh Tao, we thought we had died and gone to heaven. The blue sky with the calm water was incredible. To get to Koh Tao, we travelled on a catamaran for an hour 15, which came to £14.74. Booking with 12 Go Asia, it does say about paying a 20 baht fee for the island, but when we arrived there was no one to pay, so I think it may be the luck of the draw. So yesterday Charlie and I started a 3-day open water diving course. We've gone with a really fantastic company. I mean, there's loads around Koh Tao, but we've gone with Phoenix Diving. It gives you an opportunity to go into a pool, learn some theory before you actually get thrown into the deep end. So this costs about 9,500 baht. So that includes obviously the diving, kind of instructing, the elements of the course, the 4 dives, equipment, and 3 days accommodation. So actually it comes out to be really cheap.
The course at Phoenix was split into 3 days. Day 1, we learned a lot about what you need to do to be safe underwater. We then got into our wetsuits, tried on our gear, and learned especially how to set up our gear and be safe with it, take it apart again, and store it well. After this, we had lunch and then went to the swimming pool. In this pool, we spent a lot of the day learning how to remove our mask and other skills such as buoyancy, and we also done a swimming test.
I'm not there. So yesterday I found it very difficult. I really struggled with the breathing aspect. I mean, I get anxiety and I panic, and unfortunately I kept hyperventilating and not breathing properly, and there was just one skill I just couldn't hack. I tried my best to hack it. It was the mask. So if any of you have done this before, you'll know what I mean. It's purely just taking the mask off, getting water in it, putting it back on, and then breathing again. But for some reason I just couldn't do it, and I mean, it is really disappointing, but you know, sometimes it's not meant to be, and that means that I can, you know, support Charlie in his progress and be proud of what he's got, and then hopefully sometime down the line I can excel at something. But you know, it is what it is.
Day 2, we spent the morning doing 3 more chapters of reading and a PowerPoint to learn everything else we would need about the course. You also have to do a test, but it's only 50 questions and it's multiple choice, so it's not that hard. After this, we went out in the afternoon for our 2 first dives. These were 12-metre dives at the max depth for that day. During these 2 dives, we had to go through all the mask skills and underwater skills that we'd done in the pool the day previously and complete them in the sea.
And this is something that's really good, which Phoenix divers do, is because I was unable to complete it, I got a refund back. So it was 66% of what we paid. So that came back to 6,270, which is actually really good because it gives people an opportunity to feel like they can try, and if they can't, they get the money back. The only difference is that I then had to pay for the accommodation, so that only came to £400 for 2 nights, and I think per night that comes to about £5, which is so cheap.
On day 3, we got up super early for our last 2 dives. These dives would be down to our maximum depth that would be certified for, 18 metres. Luckily for us, it was a beautiful day, the water was clear and we had amazing visibility. It looks on the camera pretty dull, but it was super vibrant and full of life. If you get a chance to do any diving, I think you should do it straight away. But definitely in Koh Tao, and definitely go with Phoenix.
Like I said, we went for a 3-day open water course, but there are plenty more courses to choose from. With Charlie having the world's best time, I had to entertain myself, so I decided to walk around the island. So 4.5 kilograms comes to 225 baht, so I don't know what that is. That might be like £6. Bargs. Thanks, hon. Other than diving, Koh Tao is known for snorkelling.
How did your boat go, Rosie?
Fucking shit.
Why was that?
It gets seasick. Travel sickness.
Really good backpackers, aren't we?
Yeah.
Now we're going up the top of that rock. And Rosie's going to put on her life jacket and attempt to swim, aren't you?
Yeah, myself.
And look happy.
One of the final things we did in Koh Tao was go to a pub crawl. It's a great way to end your time on the island, but you will be hanging afterwards. Highly recommend Koh Tao. It's stunning, it's quiet, it's got everything that you need. Just feels good vibe.